Sir Maron.
If you seek refuge in the Chantry, there's simply no room left.
No. Do I look like a refugee to you?
So many are coming to Lothering. I make no assumptions. I know it's not something many dwarves do, but if you wish to offer devotion to the Maker, you may enter.
But not otherwise. Well, did you know that there were the bandits on the highway?
Were? Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Brian will appreciate that.
Okay, well, I'll go and talk to him then. I assume he's inside the Chantry. Have you heard any news?
Not since Tairn Logain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of anything else.
So, who's in the charge of this Chantry exactly?
The revered mother runs the Chantry itself, and Sir Brian heads the templars stationed here.
Alrighty. And they are both inside then. Goodbye.
Make her watch over you.
I guess make a watch over you if you so wish. Even if I do not believe into the same fate that exists to monitor mages and hunt down those that go rogue. Yes. Well, we are in a Chantry. First time in our life. Quite a lot of refugees here.
Stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us.
Are you the one in charge here?
Yes, my lady? Who might you be?
Lady. No one's ever called me that. Nobody of importance, really.
I am Sir Brian, commander of Lothering's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Arl Eamon's knights?
Do many of the knights come here?
Some have in recent days. Arl Eamon has fallen ill, and his knights are on a quest for the sacred urn filled with Andraste's ashes, said to cure any malady. He must be very ill if they chase miracles as the only cure. One of the Arl's knights, Sir Donnell, is here searching for fantasies while... Never mind. Ask him if you care about this foolishness.
No, I will. Well, things do seem to be very dire in this village.
They are. With the ban having taken his men north, the village is left to its fate. We will evacuate as many as we can before the horde reaches us. I will stay as long as I am needed. Now, unless there's something else you need.
I would need some information.
If the matter is important, certainly.
Have you heard any recent news?
Other than the Darkspawn horde bearing down on us, none of it is good. Tairn Logain is set to declare himself king, I hear. Disaster piled on disaster.
So, King Galen had no heir.
None that we know of. Tairn Logain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero, and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner. And the king's corpse is barely cold. If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them.
True enough. Are you in charge here?
The revered mother leads this flock. I merely command her Templars. Normally, our role is to protect the Chantry and seek out unsanctioned magic. For now, it is all we can do to protect the innocent.
That is quite a lot of work in this situation. Are you only protection this village has?
Our ban was summoned by Tairn Logain, and he took his soldiers north with him. Lothering has been abandoned.
Yeah, I think you should be moving soon. How do the Templars fight against the magic?
We have more than swords at our disposal. We're taught to dispel unholy magics as well. If only our powers work to keep away the Darkspawn. Alas, it is not so.
Well, tell me about something else.
If the matter is important, certainly.
Have you heard any other news?
Only if you're interested in the business of mages.
Well, sure, I am. Tell me.
I have heard word that the Templars who watch over the Circle of Magi's tower have called for the rite of annulment. Hopefully I've heard wrong.
Annulment? Why is that? Why? What is the rite of annulment?
If the rite of annulment is invoked, the tower and every living soul within will be destroyed.
We need the Circle's help. We should go and find out what's happening.
To have such a call when mages are needed to fight the Darkspawn, something terrible must have happened. I have nothing else to tell you. The only news I care about is the approaching horde.
Well,
Now,
I have nothing else to
unless there's
ask.
something else you need.
I did... Well, I guess I will try to say this. Basically, Alistair already gave us up, to be honest, considering he said that we need the mage's help. Who needs mage's help? Well, I'm hoping you can help me. I am a Grey Warden. At least he seemed decent, so I guess I will try to trust him.
I see. That is certainly worthy of notice. Tern Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the King's death. You know this, I hope.
I've heard the rumors.
I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tern claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
Yes, I do not plan to. And about those bandits outside the village.
Maker's breath, how many times must we drive them off?
One less, I drove them off myself.
Indeed, they're gone.
It's true. I saw the bastard running for the hills myself.
That's an impressive feat indeed. Will you accept a small reward for your efforts?
Certainly. Certainly, thank you.
If it interests you, there is a Chanter's board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for some of them. Now, unless there's
Sure.
something else you need.
I don't think there's anything else we need to be doing, so I should be going, thank you.
Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
Yes, we shall. I was thinking that there was the persuasion option, but it's not like we plan to stay here that long. We can do some of those missions that the Chantry board has, but otherwise I think we don't want to be lingering here that long, though. In the end, Sir Donald.
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Tern Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
So you're here looking for the Urn of Sacred Ashes, then?
I am indeed. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness. But I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
So your quest for the ashes brought you here?
I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact. But my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
Your friend Sir Henrik is, by the way, dead. I have something of his.
What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
Yeah, no problem. I did throw off the bandits that killed him.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
Probably quite a few. I was hoping to meet Arl Eamon, in fact.
Why is that, if I may ask?
Well, we need help against Tern Loghain.
I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tern Loghain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tern has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
So do you think that, well, would you have any advice?
If Arl Eamon were well, I have little doubt he would assist you. My quest, however, remains the same.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
Okay, good to know. Tell me more about this urn of sacred ashes.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
Well, not really. We dwarves don't learn much about your religion.
If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, my lady. You have been most helpful.
Okay, well, good luck on your quest. I hope you the best. Quest completed.
And when the Maker spoke, chant of light.
Well, let's go and read at least the book over there.
Fear and ignorance.
Chantry
Let those
Brothers.
who cry out
There's a cabinet. Key required. A reared motor is here, but there's also books. I guess you are the revered mother then.
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here.
Who are you?
I am the revered mother of this Chantry. Traditionally, those who seek my blessing tithe first.
I'm not quite sure. Perhaps I should go at the moment.
Farewell to you then, good dwarf.
I don't really, I'm not interested in any blessings, but I don't want to be just rude and say that, are you kidding me? Such an idea of giving something like that to you. Of the Black Fox, what's that? 195 book and songs. Sure, let's read one of these. So, Adventures of the Black Fox. Born Lord Remy Fascal in 863, Blessed, the Black Fox was a dashing thief and rogue who went on to inspire so many tales of his exploits that it is nearly impossible to determine today which are true and which are merely fabricated legend. Despite coming from nobility, he has become something of a hero of the common people. His initial exploits involved ridiculing the tyrannical and powerful Lord of Valshevin. Wearing a mask, he would appear in public and disrupt the Lord's plans to the point that the Lord angrily put a huge bounty on the life of this cunning fox, the origin of the nickname which stuck. That the primary bounty hunter who took the job, Carolis, ended up becoming Remy's lifelong partner in crime, only after nearly killing him several times, is one of the most popular tales told in taverns today. The story is often exaggerated to make Remy appear initially buffoonish until Carolis becomes so furious at the Black Fox's inexplicable ability to survive that the cunning Remy gained the upper hand, which impresses Carolis so much that the bounty hunter joins him. After years of terrorizing the Lord's men and foiling his tax collectors, a favorite pastime of Remy's according to the Orleansian commoners, Remy was supposedly betrayed by his lover, Savannah de Montfront, in some versions of the tale a mage of the circle, no less, and captured. After more than a year of torture, Remy was rescued from prison by his compatriots, including a representant, Savannah, and together they escaped Orleans. In this period of Remy's adventures, he appears almost everywhere in Tidus. As his legend grew, more innkeepers and merchants were happy to claim that the Black Fox had visited their village or establishment and performed some legendary feat. If the tales are to be believed, Remy led the Lord's men on a merry chase. He became embroiled in political intrigue in Navarra, was hunted by the crows of Antiva, and then kidnapped by a powerful mage in Tevinter. In each situation, Remy escaped death at the last moment, foiled the evildoer, and improved life for the poor and downtrodden. Then, inevitably, he rejoined his band of adventurers and moved on to the next land. His companions Carolis and Savannah, the wise dwarf Bullock, and the tempestuous knight Sir Clementis have each spawned their own individual legends over the years. The stories all agree that at some point the Black Fox disappeared. He and his fellow adventurers voyaged into the heart of the Arlatian forest seeking the sunken city of the elves and never returned. Many more are the tales that expand on what ultimately happened to them in that forest and postulate on how they could someday be rescued. From the Adventures of the Black Fox by Gaston Carroll. 911 Dragon. Definitely don't remember at least reading that tale. Ooh, bronze symbol of Antraste. Well, I guess we'll take it. Don't see any reason not to. Doesn't seem that valuable either, so... And it's at least something more special to steal than just stealing some random item, some random armor. First Blight, Chapter 1. As said, maybe it would be a good idea to have a lot of the reading about at least the history and so on in separate video. I think that would be a pretty decent idea, at least. But then I do want to be gathering some more of those anyways, just so that we have a little bit more to read at once.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
Is your proletarian ruffling some feathers?
You could say that, yes.
The nerve of these people!
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
This is kind of a good question. Do we want to be doing that? We would be gaining another 100 silvers, and I wouldn't exactly mind that, but on the other hand, I don't... well... we know how it is to be poor, so there is that, of course. Even if we would be talking about survival of the fittest, we did want to be making sure that our sister would be well. You don't think you're being unscrumptious?
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving.
Well, this would be nonetheless, I think, pretty true. I think you can compromise and still make a profit, no? Like, you don't have to be going into very, very high prices without, like, and still get a profit from it, right?
Perhaps. If that woman agrees I'm allowed to charge something.
Do what you must, so long as the prices do not beggar the needy.
Fine, fine, done. And since you don't look too needy, normal prices for you.
So,
Fine.
we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally. My, but the Darkspawn will be impressed.
Thank you
Well,
for your
won't
generous
they?
assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
I don't really care about your maker, but whatever.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something.
I'm definitely at least looking for selling.
All right. Just don't buy everything up.
I definitely don't plan to buy everything up. I do plan to buy your health bottles, though. And if you happen to have any flasks, I would be interested in those, for example. Maybe some receives, maybe. You have a wine, sure. Let's get a wine as a gift. That should be fine enough. You have corrupt agent, which is fine, but you don't have any flasks, which is a shame. I'd really love to have some flasks so we could actually craft our own health bottles, but unfortunately no possibility. Anyways, I have way too many of these completely useless things. Like daggers, just normal daggers, this many. No. Chasing Flatblade I think I can keep. I think it's the better one, 12.10. Yeah, it's a bit better than that. Iduka Mace I will be keeping though. Jason's Crusher. Yeah, I think we can sell that. Then at least sell some of these. Sure. Is the Wild Spew better? Well, it does have the nature resistance, so I guess in that sense it's slightly better. And we had one with the +3 to physical resistance, even if a little bit less armor. I guess that's better. Not sure though. Let's at least sell that one. And then we can sell that. So at least some of these. Not the Enchantress Foot in Tow. They're way better than a lot of the stuff that we could have. After all, 1.21. So definitely at least sell one of those and maybe keep one of them at the moment. But most of these I can definitely sell. Splint mails especially are not that great. That doesn't seem that great either. Sure, let's sell that one. Let's keep those for now so that I can have a better look what they exactly would be about. And of course we have plenty here that we could possibly be selling. I guess we can sell that stuff at least. Maybe that's fine for now. Blank vellum at least. That's pretty okay. At least a lot of the stuff is sold. So it's definitely not the worst. I was also thinking that I didn't actually look through Morrowind. Morrigan. Like too much Morrowind so that Morrowind comes and not Morrigan. So you do have better stuff or do you not? You do have better stuff. That's good to know. But then you can definitely... I think the +2 magic that you have is better. However, you definitely don't have a cap, even if this looks silly on you, for sure. But still, when you can have a cap, I guess you should have them. And you definitely don't have any boots, so you can have those. Guess you can have those gloves. I guess that's pretty fine, then. Don't, of course, have any rings, but it's not like we have a lot of rings, but you can have the Surveyor. That's good. Did I get this from somewhere, or did I keep this? I don't know anymore. Doesn't seem familiar to me, but... Did this somehow come back? Memory Band doesn't even seem to have any sort of qualities, interestingly enough. Well, I guess that's pretty decent. Was able to change some things. Ooh, lesser injury kit. Don't mind if I do take that. I think I have more use for it. Large shaped lightning crystal. Sure, as sus, to be honest, we are good at thieving, so I guess I should consider trying to do it sometimes. Actually, a little bit more. Maybe actually, considering that he was a little bit, well, unwilling to work with us. I guess I could try to do this. See how this works. Still in success. What did we receive, though, is a good question. I have no idea, it doesn't say. I don't think. What did I steal? Is the one up in... I have no idea what I stole. Well, it was at least a success, whatever it might have been. So I guess that's fine. I think this was... I looked through this, or did I not? I didn't actually. There's a gift. Well, I think someone has just forgotten it there, and flasks are way too good to be just leaving there. No matter if it would be stealing or not. Besides, we are a thief after all. Okay. Morrigan, you could go and actually have a look into herbalism and make us a couple of these lovely little lesser health bottles. Think they will definitely be useful for us. I do believe I looked through this, yes. So no need to be picking that up necessarily.
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Oh, we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
Well, miners, there's even a helpful refugee. Why are you so helpful?
You might not want to go in. Tavern's full, and those soldiers are being a nuisance.
Soldiers? What kind of soldiers? Tell me about the soldiers.
They're not here to defend us. They were looking for someone before they started drinking. I hear they almost killed a man because they didn't like his face. I wonder if they're deserters from the King's army.
That's a good question. You seem unhappy?
Is there any reason to be happy? With the King dead, them Darkspawn will overrun Lothering before anyone can organize. You'd think those soldiers could at least run off the bandits. I hear someone gave them what they deserved. Wasn't you, was it?
It was me, actually. Yes, that was me.
It was? Hey, everyone! This is the
Oh,
one who
dear.
drove out those thieving bastards! More will probably come, but it's good to know some justice is left here. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. You didn't need to be going and yelling that to everyone, but... Yeah,
Did you see
fine.
the new recruiters out?
I'd keep your voice down if I were you. They're pressing anyone who
Huh.
Nah.
can hold a sword into service.
Terran wants a new army, but is it to fight them Darkspawn or those nobles shouting against them?
I've
That's
no
a good
idea,
question.
But I'm sure not about to raise my hand, if you catch my meaning. Not after what happened down south.
Did you speak to that knight yesterday? Said he was from Redcliffe.
He talked to everyone in the tavern. How are we supposed to know where the urn of sacred ashes is? Might as well ask us how to get to the moon.
He said that all the Redcliffe
How
knights
to
were
get to
looking
the
for it,
moon.
as if they didn't have anything better to do. I don't get it.
Well, it's for a reason. To be continued with Kid Arusha next time in Dragon Age.